One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Athens, Ohio, Eaton Stadium, home to the Ohio Bobcats. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Guys, let's take just a second and talk a little Ohio. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Heaves it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. DB's right up on the receivers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bobcats will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of...
Turning it on! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the defense makes a play and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Briggs. Floats it out in space. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stevens. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Hold and finds his man on the left. After 45 on his way. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Plucks it out of the air. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Briggs. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Now the pressure is on to keep pace as they start this drive trailing 21-10. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gives it on the option. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Briggs. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Bobcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on third. That's caught. It's Stevens. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. Breaks into the open. The 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking for room. It's Stevens. Past the first down marker and still running. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Looking downfield, it's Briggs. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets a block. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. scanning the field. It's Briggs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Here he goes. He's at the 10. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good... Just keeps moving. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Try to get it to the edge. Creates a little space. There he goes. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start.
Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down.
Oh, he smashes his way through again. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The offense changing the play. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They punted away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. Got room to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Buying some time as he moves left. Makes a grab past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Back to pass, it's Briggs. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Briggs. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Stevens. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Browning. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll test the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe run.
There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Hawaii came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rainbow Warriors won, it's more how they won. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Paul.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, better look out. Past the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gets it out quickly. didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Browning. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Ohio! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Plows through the defense. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead,
turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D-court.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Alexander. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2.
Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Here's the give off the left side. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw.